This picture of Trump makes me sick. Not the picture itself, it's that people still believed it and believed it then. There, that guy with Kirk the other day, there's the bodyguard. But a month before this happened, this guy was in a rap video. Does that guy look like a trained guy? Looks like a trained actor. But look at Trump's face. You can clearly tell it's a mask. Here's what bothers me, is that our military is willing to do this to us. My top source said when this started, it's going to cause tremendous irreversible psychological damage. Shame on you, military. It'd been better to just go ahead and risk all out, well, you know what, war, I think. Unless you take us back to the future, we'll never forgive you for what you've done to us and how you done it. It's fact. JFK, I don't know how you're going to explain it other than if you've got a time machine, say, you guys learn your lesson, you can retain the memory and get all your loved ones back. I don't know how you're going to do this. You've went too far. I know that it hadn't ended because you realize you went too far, and we are going to go absolutely nuts when we find out. But it's American people's fault. I've got guys that know ballistics, big gun guys, that knows just what a .22 caliber could do to an ear, and they're believing this. Got mad. People got mad at a little service station that I was trying to wake them up at. Because I said, well, why was the patch on Trump's ear today, and then the next day it was out? And I said, nobody heals that quick. They got mad because I went against their narrative, their ego, their pride. They're willing to drive them, their family, and everything off a cliff or off a bridge that they nose out, then turn around and say, I'm wrong. Nobody reacts that way. I know some bad dudes. I'm talking about Agent 47 dudes that's been shot. The baddest guy in the military will tell you he would not react that way. A bad dude. One you don't want to mess with. It's one thing, it don't matter how tough they are, they're smart enough to know after they've been hit, they're not going to stand up and do this so they can get this shot off, so they can get hit again. And the crowd, it's going to be buttholes and elbows if it's real. And Vincent Fusca, JFK Jr., John Denver, who the hell you are, you stand up and do this. What kind of, I can't say the word, not very smart person, after somebody gets shot in front of them, is going to stand up and say, here I am. All you're going to see is people's butts and elbows. Oh my God. It makes me sick, guys, that you still believe this and that our military is still doing it, and our military generals will not accept the fact nobody else will wake up. It makes me sick. This whole thing does. You can tell it's actors. No human reacts that way. They were talking about it in a restaurant, and I made people mad. I said, if a bullet come through that window and hit me anywhere, even the tip of the ear, you'd see me down. I'm not a sissy. You'd see me down on the ground crying for my mama. And every one of y'all would be running, screaming, calling 911, everything else. Nobody'd be sitting there, here. People don't want to hear the truth. And because of their willful blindness, and because of the willful blindness of these military generals running this, we are dying. What worries me is the Japanese Prime Minister, after we dropped the bomb on Hiroshima, said one day we'll destroy America without firing a shot, and that's what's being done. And what is this man, the real one who's behind the mask, who don't have the courage to come out just yet, I wonder why, using Shinzo Art of War from Japan Prime Minister. The military, you might not like this, but I'm telling you the truth. In real life, only thieves and cowards wear a mask. It's time to come out. It's time to stop. Either stay behind it, one way or the other, it's going to fall apart on you. It's just, I just cannot accept that this is this long and my people have been done this long. And I'm not going to accept it. I speak it as is, so it shall be. It's going to end, and you're going to answer for it. You're going to have to stand before the people of the world. I know who you are. And even though you saved my life, you're going to have to answer for what you've done to this world and why it's took so long and why you couldn't have prevented what happened 25 years ago. You could have. I know it down in my heart. It absolutely makes me sick that the lives of other human beings that trusted you, you have sacrificed them for a vendetta, for revenge and to play your games. It makes me absolutely sick. But guys, American people, you still believe in this stuff? Look at, can you not see the expression on his face? That's an act. That's an act. That's pre-recorded. That's pre-planned, probably for 100 years. Look at that. It's sickening. And it's sickening that y'all won't stand up and contact our government officials and say enough's enough. We the people have the power. This character here did tell the truth. What he said was fake over and over again, and you would not listen to him. And he said, you're the elite, but you're not acting like it. We're all gods and goddesses. We're all Christ. We're all kings and queens. Most of us forget about it. But I'm a king, and I'm going to end this one way or the other, or they're going to have to send me down the road. Remember, it's all about the children. Who am I? I've told you many times, but you will not believe me. You want to run to people like Timmy and all these people, the financial system, they're a part of this show. Yeah, all of them's a part of it. 70%, all the ones financial system, 70% of the podcasters. The ones who are real, like Klondike, me, Paul Gray, Seeking Sandra, Matt Lynch 2121. We're real, but we tell you the truth. And I'm sorry, there's a lot of you guys out there, I just don't have the time to mention you, that are real, but you don't want the truth. You want the constant reassurance of the truth. And you'll eventually pay for your willful blindness, you wake people.